One thing that separates you from the woman who gets whatever she wants is not trying too hard, nor manipulation. It is mastering this one act, which I'll be discussing in today's video. Just like Marilyn Monroe, Lori Harvey, and Lawrence Sanchez, these women understand this act, and this is why they are always desired by men. It's simply mastering the act of being. You see, to become the woman who gets whatever you want, you need to stop doing and start being. So the question is, how do you master the act of being? Now, there are three mindsets that would help you become that woman. And the first is the invisible exchange. People do not give you whatever you want because you deserve it. They give it to you because of how you make them feel. One of the most uncomfortable truths about human psychology is that the world does not respond to merit. It responds to emotions. People do not open doors for you because you are worthy. They open doors because being around you alters their internal states. When someone gives you attention, commitment, opportunity, or is being generous towards you, it's rarely an act of justice. It's usually about self-interest because they feel a certain type of way around you. And it's usually one of these types of four feelings that I'll be mentioning. One, they feel desired in your presence or important because you chose them. Or maybe they feel powerful when you admire and respect them, or at ease because you're bringing calm instead of chaos. And humans will move mountains, humans will do anything to preserve the places where they feel these things. This is especially important for women to understand because women are often taught to be good, to be patient, to be deserving, and it will eventually come. But psychology says something else. People give priority to what regulates their emotions. This is why two women with the same education, values, beauty can receive completely different treatment from men, from their employers, from the audience, and even friends. The difference is not worth. It is emotional impact. And this is something Robert Greene explores in the book, The Act of Seduction. The book, despite the title, is not just about romance. It's a book that is about influence. Seduction is the ability to awaken desire without asking for permission or begging for response. The moment you try to convince somebody to want you, you've already lost your leverage. Here is what you are getting wrong. You're trying too hard so that you can be chosen, so that your partner can see your value. So you become the understanding girlfriend or the understanding wife with the hopes of winning him over. But the psychology of getting what you want begins when you start asking yourself, how do people feel when they experience me? One woman who understood the power of making others feel desired is Marilyn Monroe. She was not the most technically gifted actress of her era, but she mastered emotional presence. Around Marilyn, men did not feel judged. They didn't feel inadequate. They felt seen. They felt admired. She listened intensely when people spoke to her. She softened her voice when she spoke to people. And she gave her undivided attention when she was with a person. Now, because of this, men bent rules for her. Men were willing to go the extra miles for her. The audience were obsessed with her. Not because she deserved it more, but because her presence made people feel more alive. And for men, it made them feel more masculine and more significant. Another modern day woman we can talk about, Lori Harvey. We saw Lori date different high status men without any of them feeling a type of way because they knew about her past or her previous relationship. Lori Harvey does something psychologically subtle. I'll tell you what it is. She makes men feel chosen, not needed. Lori didn't build her identity around the men that she dates. This created a powerful emotional effect. When a man is with her, he doesn't feel responsible for her survival. He doesn't feel emotionally drained. He doesn't feel trapped. He feels chosen, not needed. This is why high-status men pursue her seriously, not because she begs for commitment, but because her presence enhances their sense of value. That shift changes everything. You don't attract what you deserve, you attract what you emotionally reinforce. Hi, I'm Jay, and welcome to She Upgraded, a place where we do a deep dive into the strategies used by successful women, the rationale behind their thinking, and how we can harness it by learning what works and the mistakes to avoid while becoming the women we intend to be. So if this is something you want, make sure you stick around by hitting on the subscribe button And make sure you hit on the like button as well so that you can get to more people, and share this video with people that you think are also on their journey as well. Mindset 2. Ground your emotions. You see, what determines who gets commitment, opportunities, and influence is the ability to read, regulate, and respond to emotions, both yours and others. Emotional intelligence is precision. It's knowing what to say, when to say it, and when silence does more work than words. If you master this, you would not need to chase any outcome. There's a book called Games People Play by Eric Berne. It explains something most people never consciously realize. Many human interactions aren't honest, they are psychological games. For instance, if I give you approval, I expect reassurance from you, or if a person acts confused, they expect the other person to rescue them. Or if I withdraw, I expect you to chase. So you see, emotional, intelligent women don't play these games. And when a woman doesn't play the expected role, people get angry because they feel exposed. Another book I want you to read is The Mountain Is You by Brianna West. This also explains the concept beautifully. It talks about how self-mastery changes your external reality. When you stop betraying yourself, when you stop being over-accommodating and shrinking to maintain harmony, your energy shifts. You become internally aligned, and alignment can be disruptive. You see, you will disappoint the people who benefited from your lack of boundaries and low self-esteem because you can see things clearer now. And one thing clarity does is it removes the power from other person's hands into yours. So when you operate in clarity, people can feel the shift in your energy. They know that you now walk in your power, and that's the kind of woman who people listen to when she speaks. People choose their words around her when they talk to her, and also the weight of her presence is felt. Men are not threatened by loud women. They are unsettled by women who are calm and unmoved. Now, such a woman can walk away and mean it. When you forcefully ask, you won't receive. When you hand your power over in negotiation, you would only attract disrespect. But if you want to get whatever you want, be grounded emotionally and you will get the response that you want. Mindset 3. So this is something that Robert Greene touches on again in his book, The 48 Laws of Power. There are some laws that help you stay grounded, such as always say less than necessary. Not because you're hiding, but because mystery forces attention. When meaningful words are scarce, they gain weight. Getting what you want is not about asking louder. It's about creating emotional leverage. This is how it works. Silence allows others to project meaning onto you and forcing them to confront their own desires by removing your needs from the equation. Women who master silence don't withdraw, they observe. They listen more than they speak. They respond instead of react. They let patterns reveal itself. This is all the data you need to help you know in what direction to move depending on what you want. The women who get whatever they want are not lucky. They are psychologically aware. They understand influence. They understand timing. They understand emotional intelligence. But most importantly, they are self-aware. If you're ready to move with that kind of precision, I created a free cheat sheet breaking down the exact psychological principles we discussed in this video. Now, the link is in the description box below. If you study it carefully and apply it, you will experience a noticeable shift in your asking powers. Do not sign up for it if you know that you're not ready to make this shift, or if you know you're not willing to go all the way. It's not for everybody. It's for women who are serious about getting whatever it is they want. Make sure you hit on the subscribe button and make sure you please like and share. I would appreciate it because it will get to more people, and we're trying to get to 10,000 followers. I want us to look back on this day and see that we're not up to that, but now we have gone past it. So see you in my next video.